Dear students, some important definitions and laws. First is Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law between two point charges is directly proportional to the product of the two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Then Gauss law. Gauss law states about the electric flux, which is equal to the 1 by epsilon naught times the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. Then Ohm's law. Ohm's law is voltage is directly proportional to current. Then Kirchhoff's law, there are two laws. First law is called current law. The summation of current at a junction is 0. That means the algebraic sum of current at a junction is equal to 0. Second law, which is called the voltage law, the sum of a change in voltage in a closed loop is 0. This is important. First law is in accordance with law of conservation of charge. Second law is in accordance with law of conservation of energy. Okay. Then is Biot-Savart's law. Biot-Savart's law state that the magnetic field due to one current element is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. That means change in magnetic field is directly proportional to current into the current element into sine of theta, where theta is the angle between dl and r, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Then is Faraday's law. There are two laws. First law, the EMF induced in a circuit is due to the change in magnetic flux. Okay. The second law is the EMF induced is directly proportional to the negative of rate of change of magnetic flux. Okay. Then is Lenz's law. Lenz's law is the direction of induced EMF is such that it opposes the cause of its production. Okay. Then is self-induction. What is self-induction? It is the property of the circuit by virtue of which it tends to oppose the change in strength of current by inducing an EMF in itself. Then is coefficient of self-induction. It is defined as the magnetic flux linked with the circuit when a unit current flows through it. Okay. Coefficient of self-induction symbol is L. Then is mutual induction. Mutual induction is due to two coils. Okay. So mutual induction of two circuits is the property by virtue of which the current changing in the first circuit induces an EMF in the second circuit. Similarly, coefficient of mutual induction symbol is capital M. It is defined as the EMF induced in the second circuit is due to the current changing at a unit rate in the first circuit. Okay. Then is impedance. Impedance symbol is Z. The net effective opposition opposed by all the circuit elements in an AC circuit is called the impedance. And power factor, which is represented as cos phi, it is the ratio of true power to apparent power. Then is total internal reflection. Total internal reflection is the property when a ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium and it incident at an angle greater than the critical angle, it returns to the same medium. This property is called total internal reflection. Then is interference. What is interference? Of the distribution of energy due to superposition of two or more waves is called interference. Mass defect symbol delta M. It is actual mass minus predicted mass. Okay, actual mass minus predicted mass. Predicted mass means mass of proton plus mass of neutrons. Then is binding energy. What is binding energy? Now it is the amount of energy required to break the nucleus, which is called binding energy. Nuclear fission and fusion. Nuclear fission means when a heavier nucleus breaks into lighter nucleus, energy is emitted. That process is called nuclear fission. Fusion is opposite, when two lighter nuclei fuse to make a heavier nucleus. Okay. Some energy is also released. That process is called fusion. N-type semiconductor, P-type semiconductor. When pentavalent atoms are added in a semiconductor, that is N-type. When trivalent atoms are added to a semiconductor, that is P-type semiconductor. PN junction diode, it is a semiconductor crystal which is doped with uh, whose half part is doped with p type and other half is n type. Then forward biasing, reverse biasing, when the positive terminal of battery is connected to the p type and negative terminal to the n type, that is forward biasing. And its reverse is called reverse biasing. That means negative terminal of the battery connected to p type, positive terminal to n type. What is knee voltage? It is the voltage in forward biasing when the PN junction diode starts to give current. Okay. Then is the reverse breakdown voltage. In reverse biasing, the voltage at which there is a large amount of current generated. Okay. Then is photoelectric effect, the property when light falls on a material, electrons are emitted from its surface. That is called photoelectric effect. Then is work function. Work function, it is the minimum energy required by photons at which electrons are emitted from a metal. Then is stopping potential. It is the negative potential at which photocurrent is 0. Okay, thanks.